Well, good evening, Lupus warriors all around the world, and welcome to another video brought to you by the Lord's Lupus and Support channel. Well, happy Friday, everyone. And how are you guys doing on tonight? I hope that this video finds you doing as well as possible. But anyway, I wanted to come on and talk to you guys on tonight for our Friday message because I believe that this message is going to be very impactful, especially for our new lupus warriors, those of you that have been recently diagnosed. This message is going to be impactful because, our destination is the same regardless of whether you are newly diagnosed or not, whether you're seasoned or a veteran at, this lupus journey. But our journey may be different. And in this message, I'm going to talk to you about some things that I wish someone had told me regarding my journey with lupus. And so when I thought about the message that I wanted to bring on today, I considered what would be the best advice that I could give to someone newly diagnosed with lupus, someone that's, brand new, just now starting out on this journey. And so the best advice that I would give you, which is something that I wish that someone had told me, and that is that your life is going to change. It's going to change. And so as you start on this lupus journey, it is so important to realize that, your life will never go back to being the same. And I'm not saying this, to sound negative to anyone, but your life will never go back to being the same. You will have good days and bad days. You will have ups and downs. And so what you need to take with you on this journey that's so important, you need to make sure that you pack flexibility and adaptability. I can't reiterate that enough. Make sure as you start on this journey that you pack a daily dose. You're going to need a daily dose of flexibility and adaptability. Those are two things that are very important because, again, as I stated, your needs, will change. As a lupus warrior, your needs for your life, your needs for your health, your needs for everything that you do moving forward, it will change. And sometimes it may change month to month, week to week, day to day. And sometimes with lupus, things will change in an instant. It may change hour to hour. And this will create a feeling in you as far as that, it becomes very challenging. And lupus will challenge you in all areas of your life. And so that's why it's so important to make sure that, you stay connected, that you keep the lines of communication open with those people that are important in your life, those people that support you and understand this walk that you're on. And that will include your family, your doctors. You may even consider joining a lupus support group. Those are all very helpful because you're going to have so many questions as you start this journey. And I thought, for myself, I found that my faith was tested as well. My faith was tested as far as my faith was tested with God. Like, God, okay, are you still here with me? Do you see what I'm going through? Are you going to bring me through this? So yes, my faith in God was tested. My faith in my medical team was tested. Do you guys really understand? Do you hear what I'm going through? Because sometimes with lupus, you may have a symptom at home. You make a doctor's appointment, and when you get to the doctor's appointment, the symptom has disappeared or cleared up. And also, you may have a lot of questions that you may not get all the answers. And it's not that, you're being denied answers. It's just that sometimes the answer may be, I don't know, and you may find yourself being referred to, specialist after specialist, and your team of doctors get to growing bigger and bigger. And so you may find yourself, having your faith tested in your medical team. Do they really understand? You know, do they really, what is the prognosis? Do they really understand the prognosis? Do they know the prognosis? What is the expected outcome? Because lupus is a disease with 1,000 faces and 1,000 symptoms. And we're still studying and learning new things about lupus every day. And then again, the changes will come where, there will be changes in your medications added, subtracted, dosage increases or decreases. And then sometimes with lupus, 80% of the time, you may start off with a diagnosis of lupus, and then there are other autoimmune diseases that may accompany lupus later on as you go through this journey. You may also find yourself, your faith, being tested as far as your faith in yourself. Like, am I really going through this? Am I really equipped to handle this? Is this journey, is it really worth it? Is the fight really worth it? And so you find yourself being tested in so many areas, and sometimes tested so much with no clear goal in sight. You're not sure about a lot of things. And so sometimes so much is hitting you at once that sometimes you may even consider giving up. But I came to tell you tonight, don't give up. Hold on. The outcomes, they will come. They may not come when you want them, but things will always be better if you hang in there just one more day. Or if you take a different perspective as far as looking at your journey with lupus. Maybe things don't change when you want it, but it's all about the perspective, how you look at it. And so for me, I told myself that failure is not an option. Giving up is not an option. And you have to find your why. What is it that gets you up every day, that gets you out of bed, that, causes you to embrace another day in this fight with lupus? Find your why. And someone told me a quote the other day. One of my medical professionals told me that if you can find your why, you will find your way. But if you lose your why, you will lose your way. And so just think about that for a second. Keep that in your mind at all times as you start this journey with lupus. If you find your why, you will find your way. But if you lose your why, you will lose your way. And that is when the temptation comes in for you to give up. So that's all I have for today's Friday night video. Remember, if you enjoy the content that I provide on this channel, please take a moment to like, subscribe, share the video, and leave a comment in the comment section below. And tonight's question that I want you to comment about is, what advice would you give to a newly diagnosed lupus warrior, someone that's just beginning this lupus journey? What piece of advice would you give them? Okay, think about that for a second and leave it in the comments section below. I'm going to wrap the video up at this time. As I always say at the end of every video, there is life after lupus. Remember that God loves you with all of his heart, and he has a plan and a purpose for your life that involves you showing up as you. Take care, my friends, and I will talk to you all soon on the next video. Bye for now. Bye.